there, and welcome to today's Daily Dose of Awesome. If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Brandy Shaver, and I am a member here inside of Elite Marketing Pro. I'm excited to be here, honored that I get to share with you the 6 reasons your team is not growing and what you can do to change it. So if you're joining me live, comment in who you are, where you're coming in from. If you are watching this on the replay, drop me a hashtag replay and I'll come back in and chat with you a bit later. But I want to make sure we are live. I've actually done that before, done a whole entire live and we weren't actually live. So if you are seeing me, drop me a hello. Let me just see really quickly. Yep. Okay, cool. Yay, we're live. Okay. So how many of you have a network marketing team? Just drop me a number 1 if you're in network marketing. Drop me a number 2 if you are in a different industry. Just kind of going to get a feel. And it looks like my comments are not working. So we're gonna improvise, and I'm going to look at comments on my phone. Okay, cool. All right, so hello. Okay, maybe they are going to work. Hi, Bart. Nice to have you. Glad you are here. Glad you are all jumping in. Yes, so drop me a number 1 if you're in network marketing, and a number 2 if you are in a different industry. Okay, I just kind of want to get a feel for where everyone is. And we are going to talk about the 6 reasons your team is not growing and what you can do to change it today. Those of you that are in network marketing, how many of you have a team? Maybe drop me number 3 if you have a team of over 10. Drop me a number 4 if you have a team under 10, okay? And if you have a team over 100, drop me a number 5. Give me a high 5, okay? We just kind of want to see who we're chatting with today. And hello, Jen. Hello, Jessica. Nice to have all of you in the house. Great. All right, so the number 1 thing with your team is not growing, there are some things that you may be missing. And we're going to talk about that and what you can do to change it to help your team grow into a bigger team and grow into momentum. And of course, grow into the income that you are looking for, okay? All right, so number 1, when someone gets into your team, do you instantly go into management mode where you are just focusing straight on them and sending them what they need and walking them through everything? There's going to be something that's happening inside your team that you are going to want to make a little bit different than what you're doing now. And here's the key to this. If you have to repeat yourself more than once, please make a video for people to watch, okay? Put a great presentation together, put a great training together, put whatever it is you need to put together to help the new person move forward without them having to know everything, okay? Because here's what's happening. When you're bringing someone into your team, a new team member, and you are spending all your time with them and getting them up and running, which I suggest you build relationships. Totally important to build relationships. But if you are teaching them how to prospect, if you're teaching them like some of the things that I used to do, I remember that when Carrie joined my team, she actually asked me to teach her how to cold prospect. And so we went to the mall and I taught her how to cold prospect, okay? So if that is something that you're doing, your teammate in their mind is thinking, how am I going to do this with every person that I'm bringing in, okay? So if you don't have some sort of system or tool put in place to help the new team member to grow their team or to sell products or to whatever it is that you do, please put a system or create some kind of tool for them, okay? All right, that's number 1. Number 2, if you are falling into the management mode, okay, and I know JT did a Daily Dose of Awesome on this not long ago, but when we enroll people into our teams, our focus instantly usually goes to the new person, right? And I'm not saying that you don't want to focus on the new person, because you do. That's actually one of the things that you're going to do to grow your team bigger, is focus in on the new people. However, a lot of us go into management mode and we stop doing what we did to get the new person there to begin with. Okay, how many of you have fallen into that trap, right? Where you get somebody in, or you've got a few team members growing, and all of a sudden you sit back You stop your active prospecting, you stop building your brand, you stop doing your videos. I would be totally guilty. Drop me your favorite emoji if you have fallen into management mode before, right? My team grew really quickly when I first got involved in my current company, and I went into management mode, and then my team went backwards, okay? So the point is here, you will eventually be able to go into management mode when you want your team to stop growing, okay? When you just want to maintain, or you're okay with sliding back a little ways, then you can go into management mode. So management mode is a no-no. You want to stay at the front of the game and lead by example, okay? Lead by example. If you want more people into your team, you enroll them. If you want if you want your team to enroll more customers, you enroll them. If you want to do a challenge, you do the challenge, okay? Lead from the front of the team, all right? Okay, everybody with me there so far? Cool. Richard says, oh my, OMG, I have. Yes, so have I. Okay. All right, so I want to go back to creating tools and systems. So number one is lead by example, okay? So this is the reason I have notes, because I get off on the tangents, right? So lead by example. If you have a dead team, don't say you have a dead team. You might think it, but you're going to attract what you put out there. So don't say your team is dead. Go enroll new people, start working with the new people, and grow a new team, okay? So don't focus on what your team is doing, focus on what you're doing. Lead by example, okay? Creating tools and systems. Think about the average person. Now, if you're here with Elite Marketing Pro, you're actually not average. Who knew, right? How many of you are like, wait a minute, I'm not average? You're not average if you're here, okay? So you're not average. Now, when you enroll a new person into your team, you've got to meet them where they are, okay? They may not be at the branding stage. They may not be at the jumping on doing live videos. They may not be at the I already know how to do curiosity posting, okay? You have to meet them with where they are, all right? Now, what happens to us is that as we grow, our personal development grows, we grow as a person, we assume that other people are where we are at, okay? Now, think about this. If I said to you, Chuck, okay, I know Chuck, so I can pick on him. Chuck, 6 months from now, you're going to be a six-figure earner. I actually have no idea what Chuck makes or what company he's in or anything. I'm just making this up as I go, okay, Chuck? But let's pretend that Chuck is brand new, okay? And I say, Chuck, 6 months from now, you're going to be a six-figure earner. You're going to be doing live videos. You're going to have a brand. You're going to have, you'll be running advertising. You'll be doing all these things. Chuck, more than likely, if he's brand new, is going to shut down and run from you. Okay, because it's too much. You have to meet them where they are, okay? Now, if you are teaching people to talk about the product, opportunity, or the service that you provide in your network marketing company, and that's not effective for them, if it's not working, you want to evaluate, okay, what's not working? Maybe a newbie talking about enrolling people into their business, making all this money is not working because all of their friends are thinking, well, that's great and fine and dandy. I'm all about making money, but where's the money coming from? Where do we actually get the money, right? So here's a perfect example, and this I learned from a mentor of mine. If you own a store, which if you're a distributor and network marketing company, you're basically a store. If you own a store, what's the first thing that you do? Okay, drop me a comment on the first thing that you do. If you want to open a store and you want to make money, what do you have to do in that store, right? Drop me a comment if you know, because I would really be curious to see if you guys are getting my drift, right? All right, cool. So somebody posts, yes, products, right? You have to sell something, okay? So if you open a store, it's not to go have other people open a store. It's to sell products. So you want to think in your mind, okay, is this person coming in? Are they have enough experience in network marketing to sell products? Do they have enough experience in network marketing to share the business? Like, you want to meet people where they are, okay? There has to be system and tools in place, and you want to dumb it down so to the very basic, okay? So the soccer mom down the street, if she doesn't know how to do network marketing, that she can get into your team, she can enroll, and she can follow your system step by step, okay? A lot of us are making it too complicated. I've done it before, okay? All right, so the next one is create new success stories, okay, inside your team. People are sick of listening to your story. They are. If you had a team, let's say I have Richard and Trevor and Chuck and who else is on here? Jessica and Wanda all on my team, and Tracy. Okay, I have all of you on my team. Okay, and every Saturday morning when we are doing our team training, right? Because we're getting together, we're doing a team training every Saturday morning. If I'm talking about my success every Saturday morning, you guys are going to get really bored, and you're going to be like, "Oh, that's great for Brandy, but what about Chuck? What about Wanda? What about Jessica? What about Tracy, right? What about Richard?" Create success stories inside of your team. Even little ones. Little wins are awesome, okay? Create success stories. Also, share the struggles, okay? Don't always share all the wins, right? They got to know it's hard. They got to know that sometimes they're going to fail. Things are going to have to be redone. Things are going to have to be rebuilt. It's part of network marketing, right? How many of you have fallen into that? How many of you have fallen into seeing these success stories and you're like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? How come I can't do this, right? But you're not taking in where those people were before and what kind of education they have, what kind of experience they have, things like that, okay? So creating new success stories is key inside your team, right? Welcoming the new people, talking about their stories, highlighting, raising new leaders, okay? And I've actually been doing some of this in my team. And I'll tell you right now, when I put somebody in a position of, authority inside of what we're doing, it's kind of a little scary because I'm a little bit of a control freak. How many of you are you like to have control over everything, right? That would be me. But if you never give over the reins to someone else, you can't create success stories for other people and raise up new leaders. Okay, so it's important. All right, so if you're not enough excitement, I swear my dog is ridiculous. Okay, so not enough excitement. I'm sorry if you can hear him barking. If there's not enough excitement in your team and your volume has plateaued, here's the key for you. Okay, go work with the new people. Dig down into the team, right? Deep. Go deep into the team. Find the newest people at the bottom and create a fire underneath the bottom. Okay, this could be getting to know them, creating relationships, asking them their goals, pointing them in the right direction for the team systems and tools. Okay, helping them, jumping on calls with them, whatever you got to do to get those new people rolling. Okay, this would be a reason your team isn't where it's not growing, it's not where you want it to be, is because the new people are getting in, but they're not doing anything. So it's kind of stagnant. Okay, so you want to make sure to build the new with the new people. Now, here's an example for you. If Chuck enrolls Cindy and Carol, so let's say Chuck's brand new, right? He's brand new. He enrolled today in my team. And then we have Carol, and then we have Richard, okay? Chuck would be Richard's upline, and Carol would be Richard's upline, correct? However, Chuck is brand new. So if you expect Chuck to go down and help Richard and mentor him, maybe Chuck doesn't have the skills or the skill set to help Richard or Carol yet. So when you go deep into your team and you're able to grow those people underneath it, the volume flows up and that fire will light inside the team. Okay, so working with new people is key. All right, now promoting events. Okay, promoting events. Now I know a lot of your eyes just rolled back in your head. Okay, because some of us are like, oh my gosh, this is the same thing I've heard since, I don't know, the dinosaur age, right? Go to events. Here's the deal about events. Okay, go to events, figure out when your next company event is. Make sure that it's on your calendar and promote the crap out of it, okay? Get your new people there. Here's what happens at events. People's lives change. They see a bigger picture, okay? And I get that we build online. I get that we teach you how to build online. I get all of that we teach how to, bring people to you. However, people still need that. They still need that connection. They still need that connection. They need to be around people, like-minded people. And they're also hearing the same thing that you've been telling them from someone else, okay? So I appreciate you being here. I hope that helps. Drop me a #value if you got value from this. Oh, and then the bonus, because it's 6, right? Not just 5. Make it about others, okay? The servant leadership. This is the most important part. This is the one I wanted to say for the very last, is you cannot build a massive team inside of network marketing without being a servant leader. It just doesn't happen. All right, so have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time on the Daily Dose of Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.